Are here, and I'm out for a walk a little earlier today with my dog Olive. She's down there somewhere. Over there. Okay. And there's a storm coming to Korea again. I don't think it's going to be an official typhoon, but it's going to be a tropical storm. It's going to bring us lots of rain, which is kind of sucks, so I'm going early from my walk. But my second reason to go early on my walk was I noticed before when I was out, when it was raining, lots of big snails. I think they might be something related to a moon snail, because I've seen their egg clusters. They put their egg clusters out of the water, and so that means I can control the reproduction. That means they might be a viable aquarium snail. So I'm going to actually do an experiment where I'm going to grab some of these snails and try to make sure they're parasite free, put them in a quarantine for a couple of weeks, and then introduce them to my goldfish tank. So wish me luck. So what do you call these in Korean?
우렁.
Udong? Did you used to eat them when you were young?
Yeah, sure. 이거 making 된장찌개.
된장찌개, huh?
Yeah.
With these guys. Neat.
우렁 된장찌개, 우렁 쌈밥. Do you remember when we have a 쌈밥?
Yeah.
And little bean paste.
Bean paste. Yeah.
된장.
Yeah.
하고 little bit cheese thing.
Yeah.
Eat this.
That was these, huh?
Yeah,
So
우렁.
I have eaten these?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
우렁 쌈밥.
Okay,
sauce, 쌈밥 sauce, and
Cool.
된장 and this 이렇게.
Uh-huh.
찌개도 하고.
Well, they're quite big. Okay, so let me get this going. Okay, so I got them home, and I have them. This is the setup I've got. I took a little, maybe 3-4 gallon aquarium, cheap one that I got from a friend a while back, and I put some substrate in. And I put a plant in there, and they've already started chewing up the plant, so that tells me they might not be a very good aquarium algae eating type snail, but still, nonetheless, it's interesting. They look like an apple snail or a moon snail. These are both common names for the same thing, and they might be actually a problem snail. They probably are from they're probably introduced to Korea, so this is not a native Korean snail, but nonetheless it's a new species that I'm not familiar with, and it's worth exploring. They look a lot like what's called an apple snail, but their apple snails are typically yellow, and these guys are mostly brown, but structurally they look the same. They have really deep sutures, while the shell whirls around, there's a little suture, that's a little groove in between the whorls, and it's quite deep, as you would expect with an apple snail, so that might be what I'm dealing with. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to introduce them into my aquarium later, even if they are parasite free. I might just keep them in this setup as you see it here. Anyways, that was my project for this weekend. 7 2 Day Star, out.